All right, Drewsif82 is going to respond to my rant about
Well, I
property
mean,
rights.
I don't know if I was necessarily going to respond. I mean,
True.
I'm in agreement with pretty much
That's a good point.
everything you
That's a good point.
said. Yeah. So, I mean, did you want to finish what you were saying, or you done?
Well, there's not much to say. I find it shocking that people even use the term property rights in the country anymore. You don't own it. You said yourself, you're leasing. You're a lease. It's a permanent lease.
Yeah.
No matter how much you own, how many taxes you pay, you're always going to have to owe the government something because if you own the property.
Yeah, and this is what I was getting into with my buddy, and
there is no such thing as ownership anymore when it comes to property.
Yeah, and we pretty much came to an agreement, and I was saying that you really have to grapple with the deeper philosophical issues. I mean, if you work for something, you buy it outright. Do you truly own it? I mean, with my iPhone, now they just passed a law the other day, or they're coming out with some sort of restriction that, or a law saying that if you jailbreak your phone, that's against the law now. And so, which is really interesting because it's within the capability, the technical capability of the phone to do a lot more than it does, but Apple limits you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen this.
So yeah, do you really own your phone? You paid for it, but do you own your phone?
Yeah, and so this is a clear property right issue, and in land is no different. Businesses are no different. You can apply the same the same concept to all of these things. So why do elected and unelected bureaucrats get to tell you what you can do with your own property, and who says that that they're right necessarily, and so my whole thing was I was just trying to crystallize my personal philosophy and explain it to my buddy. I'm saying, bottom line, do you believe if you work hard for something that it's yours? Yes. He said yes. I said, okay. Should you be able to do what you want? We were in total agreement. I mean, he said the same thing. He said it's an absurdity here. He said that, property rights here don't exist. And he pointed out the clear hypocrisy here and the difference between the U.S. and Kenya. Clearly there are differences between our countries, but they have it right there in terms of property rights.
No, I know, and the worst thing about it is, in most states, Texas, for example, where we're out of, Texas uses property rights to fund schools and so forth. Now,
you mean property taxes? Are you saying property taxes or property?
Exactly. Property taxes are used to fund a lot of local government functions.
Yeah.
I don't use those functions. I don't use the local public transportation.
So why should you be penalized?
Why am I supposed to pay property tax? They say, oh, it's because you have. It's simply because you have to. And the one thing I hate about it too is it isn't something you see raised very often. You don't see it on your actual pay stub. Oh, my property tax are coming out of my check. They'll just send you a notice sometime during the year saying, oh, we voted to raise property taxes for the city.
Yeah.
And you just say, oh, okay, I didn't realize it was on the docket. Here we go. I guess I'm going to pay more than my percentage for services I don't use or need. And it goes more to say, now I'm paying for other people to use services that I don't use or need on property that I thought I owned, but apparently I don't, because if I don't pay my property tax, a tax lien is put on my property, and essentially they can sell it if I don't have it, if I don't pay it.
Yeah.
They can just take it from me. So there is no property ownership.
Well, what's the incentive? What's the incentive to actually own, to purchase your own land?
Okay. Well, then I guess in the next segment we can talk about is what do you think a solution would be? I have a solution myself on how to fix the property tax issue. Whether it gains footing, I don't know. I mean, I know there have been pushes against it, but let's talk about a solution to the problem.